Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devin.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
No. You know what's gonna suck? Oh my God. You know what's gonna suck? There's
Football
two
season
routes.
over.
There's two routes. Yes, so when the football season ends, that's gonna be straight garbage. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's always. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode. We're here. We're gonna get into some things in a second, but we're yapping. So hold on one sec. I don't know. I feel like last off season, like there was a lot of like drama right after the end of the season,
Yeah.
and then it picked up. Like it picked up enough. Like there was enough shit going on in free agency and whatever, and then the NBA playoffs hit. And then I was like, all right, cool. Now we're mixing in some NBA playoffs with the NFL news. The draft, we had stupid Deion Sanders quotes every other week. So we were fine. We had our
We don't have
Jeopardies.
that anymore, though.
No, we don't have that anymore. But I mean, next year, there's going to be free agents next year. There's going to be trade talks next year. There's going to be contract disputes next year. There's going to be issues next year, or just in the offseason period. And then, whatever happens in the playoffs is going to be talked about for the next 2 months. So,
yeah.
Regardless, I think we'll be all right when the football season ends. But we're not talking about the ending of the football season because we got a lot of football season left.
So what was your initial point?
It doesn't. Honestly, it's so
You're
irrelevant now.
You're saying wouldn't it suck?
Well, because I was gonna talk about because we were still the intro song was playing when we were talking.
Oh.
And then I was thinking damn, eventually, I probably have to make a new one and then come up with a new and cut up new clips and make something else, make something different, or it's just you go a TV show route and you never change it.
You never. Or we could do it's that dumb fucking show with Bob Saget.
Hey. Did you just you talking about Full House?
I'm joking.
Show?
Yes. Do you have every character of Full House? Is that what that is?
No, it's the disc. I got the disc set, the complete series.
Oh, what's that? Are those people up there?
It's you're gonna make me pull out the disc set.
No, you're fine. But
okay,
every season was a different intro.
There was different.
Every season was a different shot, like Danny Tanner,
yeah, I said it was different, B-roll footage. Yeah,
it's definitely So everything was different. The song was the same. Everywhere
I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out in the future. I'll figure that out in the future. But you brought up Bob Saget. There, set off the Bob Saget alarm.
Rest in peace.
Bob Saget was murdered.
All right.
I don't want any. No. I will not let that be forgotten, Devin.
I agree with you, and I agree that we should bring it up all the time. But Jesus Christ.
Don't silence me when I'm discussing my Bob Saget.
Apologies.
My Bob Saget.
I shan't silence.
Bob Saget was murdered. And that's all you need to know. If you need to look into the research or need to research on Bob Saget's death, go ahead.
Just Google Bob Saget death or cause of death, and then Google Bob Saget hotel room. Because his room looked like it was a insane asylum padded cell room. They said he hit his head on a headboard. False. And died. They said it was blunt force trauma equivalent to a 2-story fall or a baseball bat. So try again, people. Let's find some answers.
Anyways, moving on from Bob Saget because you bring him up, we gotta discuss
it. Speaking of never stop talking about it, I guess there's this thing going around on YouTube. Maybe it's just one guy. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I feel like there's multiple YouTube videos where I'll watch, and the top comment is, "Don't stop talking about Epstein. Don't stop bringing up Epstein." Like, people are just commenting, like, never stop talking about Epstein. Like, I'm trying to watch a fucking World Series video right now, dude.
I don't
The
see
top
those.
com I saw it a few times and I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
I don't see those comments. And to be honest with you, I mean, I don't. I don't know. I don't care. I'm too low on the totem pole to care, Devin. I'm
It's
not gonna
above my
lie.
pay grade.
Yeah, yeah, way above
Wait,
my pay grade.
wait.
To worry about what's going on.
If
What's
the
going on
FBI
in that?
is like, we don't give a fuck, then here I am.
Yeah, and those fuckers didn't even try to figure out who killed Bob Saget. So you know what? Whatever.
You know what?
Until they figure out,
They go,
until they keep
I
feel,
wonder what
until they
Taylor Hughes
figure
doing
out,
right now. I wonder how
until
Taylor
they
Hughes'
figure
foot
out,
feels right now.
until they figure out how my fucking dog died or who killed my dog. I don't care about a list. I don't care. I will say, I will.
What list?
This is a sports show, Devin. This is a sports show. Let's not forget it. We got some football to discuss. We got week nine football to discuss, Devin. Obviously Thursday night football wrapped up, all over with. Um, Lamar Jackson is, and you gotta understand, Devin. Like that's my quarterback, right? So when I have these emotional outbursts where I feel as though he gave up on us. I feel like there was a moment where he did. Now, was there a smidge of hope maybe in his eyes when he saw Tyler Huntley do what he did, and it was like maybe and then you find out like he's the one that said, and you hate it, but guess who said pull the ping pong tables? Lamar's the one that said pull the ping
Well,
pong
no, you should
tables.
never have a fucking ping pong table in there.
Well, his words were, "I don't care. They're not coming back. Anyways, I don't care how much we win. They're not coming back."
Yeah,
So there you go. There you go. You shouldn't have
should
one
never been
anyways.
there.
There you go. Even though every single team has shit in their locker room,
Yeah,
you shouldn't
well,
have one
guess
anyways.
what?
It doesn't matter.
Guess what? How many teams win the Super Bowl every year?
So that is the dumbest correlation. That has no correlation to what we're
Has a million
discussing.
correlations. The one team that doesn't have one always wins, dude. You know that.
That yeah, no,
You
fuck
know
that.
that
I
the
would
one team that
love to
doesn't fuck
see.
around.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah.
it is funny to think that like the Jets are losing all these games and like, guys, we have to get rid of the ping pong table. That's why. And then they lose four straight more games.
Okay. Well, what if you got rid of the ping pong table and you won two straight?
Um, I also don't think that there's correlation.
No, neither do I.
Like
I don't think
minimal
there's any
at best.
I don't think there's any correlation at all. I
I think
think
the correlation to the wins are stepping up on the defensive side of the ball, playing not great teams, and having two quarterbacks who more so fit your offense than Cooper Rush.
the correlation to the two wins would be yes, playing Chicago and Miami. They'd be the top two things. But here's the thing with me and the Ravens winning these last two games. We um we like I said, I'm pretty sure I said it's about Chicago. We could have won this game 13-6. You know,
Yeah,
we could have won it. Like we could have played like shit. We could have and especially in the Miami game, it's like there was nothing more we could have done to make Tua not throw the ball into the ground. Like
yeah, no,
it got to a point where he was begging us to pick one of those balls off.
yeah.
Uh, I thought
Well,
Roquan was gonna end up
he hit
picking it off.
Roquan in the chest.
Oh yeah, he hit Roquan right in the fucking chest. But Roquan's there. You know how I feel about Roquan in pass coverage. I feel like it's been so long since Roquan's dropped back and has been in a situation to pick a ball off, where it was just like, oh fuck, who do we? So it was like Ray Lewis in the wild card game versus the Colts. Just I have not had a football thrown my way in a couple years.
Exactly,
Holy shit, this is
exactly. Yeah.
crazy. mind you, he was 36 coming off a torn tricep. This is Roquan and 29 years old. Anyways,
He's not in his prime.
yeah, well, it's definitely his prime. But anyways, I don't know. Miami sucks. We know Miami sucks. I told you that one game last week, that was a one-off. Mike McDaniels, honestly, I here's the thing with Mike McDaniels, right? And maybe this is just like a little. This is just like petty ownership vibes coming from me, but I don't even think because I've been defending Mike McDaniels where it's like I feel like he deserves a year to be a head coach without Tua at the helm. Like that'd probably be nice. Like you probably have at least you probably win a couple more games,
Yeah.
just regardless of who else is going to play quarterback, just not Tua.
I mean, if you had that full healthy team from a few years ago with a different quarterback, they could have done real damage.
When they cut to the Miami ownership, like when they cut to all these owners and they're just sitting there with their binoculars looking down at their team, I feel like there's no way they're not looking down going, yeah, he's gone. Mike McDaniels is out of here.
Well, my thing is, like, I may have said it last podcast, it's like, if the ownership wants to play Tua, then it's not on Mike. But if Mike is the advocate that he sounds like for Tua, he should be gone immediately, and he should have been gone a long time ago. Because the way that he advocates for Tua is bothersome. Like, he's every week like, no, Tua's our guy. Tua's our guy. Tua's our guy. We benched Tua, but hey, Tua's still our guy. It's like, unless that's coming from ownership, he should be fired for the sole fact of putting Tua out there every week. Go spend
Well,
some time trying to develop Quinn Ewers.
I mean, here's the thing though. First of all, quarterback play has gotten so like lackluster in the back, like in the on the back side, on like the worst side of teams.
Yeah,
Because like, mind you, quarterbacks are just getting crazier and crazier, like on the top 10 side
yeah.
of quarterbacks. But these bad quarterbacks, like I'm not used to. Like quarterbacks didn't get pulled as much as they do now.
Well,
I don't know if you remember a time where they weren't getting pulled like this.
see, but I guess Peyton talked about it only because he threw 28 picks in 1 year, but guys who were throwing a shit ton more picks and like playing really bad, but it was kind of just accepted that they were on a bad team. Um, like the only issue with today's league is like, say back in the day, like Chad Pennington. Chad Pennington was terrible, but he may have had a few good games. Like Tua is a high paid quarterback because he's had a few good games or a half a good season or something like that. If Tua wasn't being paid this much money, we wouldn't have an issue with him being out there. They would just be a 2-6 Dolphins, like Chad Pennington probably had. So it's like there's a lot of money involved in these shitty quarterbacks,
So I mean, I
more
mean,
so than there
there
used to
are
be.
people, but on the flip side, people are completely fine with Kirk getting paid about that much money to sit. You know what I
No
mean?
one should be okay with that, but they paid him
No,
that
no, I'm saying
contract, and
The Falcons ownership, the owners are okay with
yeah,
that.
of course,
At least have accepted it.
yeah,
The same as like okay. Here's the thing. I do think most what I was getting to with I don't really see coaches or players quarterbacks getting pulled like that. I don't really. I don't think. I think it's all owners. I think it's all owners making these calls for whether or not these quarterbacks are going to get pulled or not. Because here's the thing: you think these coaches, you think Mike McDaniels, like these owners are going, Tua can't play, and he's going, yes, he is. He's going to play. Yep. There's no world where that's going on. That's not happening.
I would
If
hope not.
it'd be the same thing, like it doesn't matter how fucking great it. I don't care who's coaching the 49ers. You could say say Mac Jones is playing at his fucking world.
Yeah,
If they go, all right, Brock's healthy, he's playing. Brock's
Brock's
playing.
playing. Yeah, I agree.
There's no conversation. There's no oh no, because guess what? You're gonna get fucking fired. What are we talking about here? We're not. This isn't a.
Well,
We're
yeah.
not.
So that's the thing. It's like, then why is Mike McDaniel's talked about being fired? What, because he's not performing with the shit dick that they're giving him?
Well, I mean,
It's
is
like
that
damned if
not
you.
how
It's like
like
it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like if you put Quinn Ewers in, you're still gonna suck. But at least you're not playing Tua. But if you play Tua, you're paying a $40 million guy to still suck. And then if you don't play Tua, you're not paying a $40 million guy to play football
but
for you.
is this not how business works though? It's like,
Of course it is,
we got to
but
blame
someone's got to be
someone. We got to fire
blamed.
someone.
But at the same time, it's like, no, I think this is more of a mistake of Miami than it is Mike McDaniel's. If Mike McDaniel's isn't making the decisions, like that,
Sure, but I'm saying they get rid of Mike McDaniels and they bring in a new head coach. They might bring in a head coach with, an OC that he likes or a quarterback
there's
coach
not a
that he
head coach who
prefers
can
or
make Tua a good quarterback. So
I did not referring to Tua.
okay,
Definitely not Tua. Tua's fucked. Tua sucks.
which
Tua's
is
not good. Tua, oh my god, bro! Like Tua throwing a football is it's unimpressive. It's not
totally,
non-impressive. It's not impressive. Like
totally like the
it's
only
it's
good throws he
it's
made tonight
embarrassing.
were when those dudes were wide open. Like there was a ball, what was that, third quarter, like late
Sometimes,
second. It was like, no, you're busted wide open because there's a blown coverage, and then the safety has to get back and knock a dude out. Like it's a fine throw because you hit a guy who has 20 yards on either side of him to catch a football. But uh,
um, but no, Tua's garbage. If they want to get rid of Mike McDaniels, I completely understand it, and they can do that too. If not, also understand why not give a guy who is he's offensive. He's his when it comes to offense, like he is a great OC. So give him a chance with a different quarterback, sure. But
but something's got to
you
give.
know,
It's like
okay,
who you getting rid of? They got to
we
change
got to
something.
also think my quarterback sucks. My top receiver's knee is in a different place that it
It's
shouldn't
in
be.
Timbuktu.
Like I'm probably getting a whole new team next year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm probably switching a whole lot of shit up. And I'm
they
gonna get a
may or may not
quarterback.
have Jalen Waddle by the end of the year.
They probably gonna have Jalen Waddle in the year. But Tua has such a limited skill set that I like there's probably like if you took like a Mike McDaniel's playbook, like there's probably like 3 pages he can use for Tua, and there's probably like
400.
400 pages worth of plays. And he's going through all these plays. It's like, damn, if only, if
If only, yeah,
only.
yeah.
And I think it's a shame. I think it's because sure he can go be if the if here's the thing if the bill I keep saying every team except the Dolphins if the Dolphins want to let him go be a fucking OC for one of these contenders and then they go win a fucking Super Bowl and then all of a sudden 2 or 3 years from now Mike McDaniels is a Super Bowl champion as a OC again. Okay, what the fuck is Miami gonna do? They're gonna
Yeah.
keep Tua and ride with somebody else. They're gonna get rid of Tua, go ride with. I mean, fuck it, go
Well,
with Quinn.
well,
At this point, go with
that's the
Quinn.
thing. It's like,
Why not Quinn Ewers?
why not? Like, yeah, I mean, now the quarterback world last year got so flipped, turned upside down. Shout out Fresh Prince, but like we go into the season going, oh, Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, um, a few other guys, and whatever the Riley Leonard. Um, is he still in at Notre Dame? Or did he get drafted?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know.
What was the name?
Riley Leonard. He was the Notre Dame quarterback last year. Either way, um, we go into the season with all those names, and then Jackson Dart is the first quarterback drafted. Tyler Slough is next. Shador gets drafted 5th round, and then it's Quinn Ewers, and then it's Will Howard, and then it's fucking whoever the fuck else. But I mean, yeah, go give Quinn a shot. I mean, we saw what Quinn did with the Texas team, and we see what Arch has done with this Texas team. Quinn had that Texas team top 10 all the time,
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
and Arch has them struggling to struggle. So, yeah, give Quinn a shot. He can't be that bad.
at this point, give Quinn a shot. Tua was never the guy. He was never a guy. He was never him. And all of a sudden, now people are like, man, Tua really fucking sucks. It's like,
Well,
yeah.
it's now. Yeah, I
And,
know it sucks,
and it has nothing to do with the concussions. It's not his brain. He's always kind of just been an idiot.
and it has nothing to do with Tyreek's injury because this was happening before Tyreek got injured.
But this has nothing to do with his injuries. Even though that video I sent you, he was sloshing his words all up.
Well, I mean, I think that's the only way to get him to play well is to just pump him full of Toradol and Percocet.
I'm saying like he might have a little like that.
Well,
He might have some of that CTE kicking into his speech.
but
Like he
you
might have a speech impediment
you
from the
have to also
CTE.
factor in that he runs off of uh the Lord, pure Jesus. So like some of that is some Jesus speak where he's like, nah, just bless up the Lord. That's why we're
No, because
here. It's like, dude,
Russ
you just
don't
beat the
slur
Falcons.
speech.
You still a bum, dude.
Russell Wilson don't slur his speech. I'm just saying
See,
if you
but
compare the
Russ
clip.
with Russ, I think the whole like Mr. Unlimited, all this shit's fake. Russ is probably a dickhead. Um,
He's probably no, he's probably. I'm
there's
not
got to be
getting into
something going on. He's
Russell
hiding
Wilson's
some dickheadness
personality.
because he ain't
Yeah, I
Mr.
don't know.
Unlimited, Mr. Hanging out with Ciara. Like, there's a reason he's not an Atlanta Falcon right now because he's pissed.
All right,
He's
all right,
pissed.
all
This
right.
boy pissed.
Anyways, Tua sucks. You know who doesn't? The person who's gonna for again get an MVP that he probably deserves.
Lamar Jackson.
It's Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah. Oh, 3-6 Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, no. 3 and
MVP.
6 Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. If
No,
if they
definitely.
if they don't finish the year 3-6, he's probably shoe in, and it's probably going to be the year they give it to a non-quarterback. So shout out Jonathan Taylor. Congrats on
No,
the
no,
MVP.
no. The Ravens could win out. Lamar's not touching an MVP trophy.
Man,
But guess what? You took Lamar Jackson and you took him out for almost a month, and then you put him back on a football field, and it's like so obvious. The proof is in the fucking pudding, and the pudding was being made in Miami, Devin. So you know
Pompano Beach.
it is gross. It's some nasty pudding, but either way,
Was it Figgy?
it was maybe it was something, but this nasty pudding had the proof. Lamar Jackson is the most valuable player in the NFL. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I'll
Yeah.
take all this
No.
purple off. I'll take all the Raven shit down off the walls. I'll take all the fandom away. You can like Lamar Jackson is the most valuable player in the NFL.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I don't care if Derrick Henry's having a good day or Derrick Henry's having a bad day. If our offensive line's having a good day or a bad day. If our defense having a good day or a bad day. There's one person that decides if that game's going to be a win or a loss.
Like
It's Lamar Jackson.
I've never. I don't know how. Like they show the stat. Like what? 5 teams have made the playoffs from 1-5. One team made it from 1-6.
26.
I've never seen a 1-5 team be favored to win a division.
Bro, we are now 3 and 6 with the most smoke being blown up our ass.
It's insane. Like every headline is well, so when Lamar comes back, it's over. Like every team is done. Like like no one talks about any other team like that. There's not one
Like
other team
this,
that could go 1-5 right now, and then what? Just because they have their quarterback, like with a defense that bad, who's played that bad, and just because they have their quarterback back, it's now a division lock. You guys are favorites to win a division.
I mean, we're only one game behind Pittsburgh.
It's crazy. What are they?
Just saying, huh? They're
What's Pittsburgh?
four. They're four and what? Three? 4
4-4,
and three.
4-3.
4 and 3. They're 4 and 3. They're 4 and 3. They play the Colts. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I'm just saying, Devin. You can just watch the film, watch the football games, watch every single week, or just look at the difference. Look at the difference between Lamar Jackson on the Ravens and then anybody else on the Ravens,
Dude, it
and then
was
take.
like the points average with Lamar versus without was 38-6.
This is Lamar Jackson. He hasn't played in a month.
No,
He
and
has not played in a month.
it looked like he had just like tip top shape.
And guess what? The man's healthy. He ran twice. Barely got touched all game.
Wait,
He
you're
and
telling me a
now gets.
running back only ran the ball twice and won a
Oh
football
yeah, running
game?
back only ran the ball twice, and then what had what do you go for? Oh,
18
18
for
for
23.
23, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll see Lamar later when we talk about MVPs next episode. But no, I mean it's just I don't know how else to put it. You can give Lamar all three tight ends on our depth chart and say cook,
literally,
please do
literally.
whatever you want.
Charlie Clark
And then
went
a
stupid.
little hint of Zay,
Did Charlie have
Rashad if
two
he
tutties?
no Mark had two.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Mark had two.
I I thought
Did
so.
Mark
I
have
mean
the
here I'll
last
pull
one?
it up. The last touchdown. I thought the last one went to. Did they both have two?
No, it
Let me
was
pull this game up. Pull da, da, da. Mark had two. Charlie had one. Rashad had one.
Rashad. Okay.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess
Mark had
Mark was
two.
last.
Charlie was last.
Charlie was last.
Charlie was
I thought
last.
Charlie was second.
No, Charlie was last. Mark had two. Mark had back-to-back touchdowns. Maybe he
Gotcha. Okay.
didn't. Maybe Charlie was second. Who fucking cares?
I
Lamar
agree.
Jackson threw 4 touchdowns. He has more touchdowns than Josh Allen right now. He has more touchdowns than Jordan Love right now. He has more touchdowns than Baker Mayfield right now. He has more touchdowns than motherfucking who else? Who we got? Oh, Daniel
Daniel
Jones, the
Jones.
7-1 Colts. Oh yeah, fuck
We know
every
why the
quarterback
Colts are
in the
seven
league.
and one, and it's not fucking Daniel Jones.
Okay, and we know why the Bills are winning games this year, and it's not because of Josh Allen.
I mean, for him, it's more than Daniel Jones, but it's not anywhere near El Freaky.
Lamar Jackson's the most valuable player in the NFL, and whoever wins this MVP, just know there's a big old fat asterisk on top of it.
Just like last
Um,
year.
and you better hope Lamar don't play too good because I know I'm more so just talking myself down. No, he just goes and just throws a bunch of touchdowns and ends up running a little bit more and wins like 10 games in a row. No, he'd probably win MVP.
Yeah,
Like it'd be a big fucking problem for anybody trying to win MVP this year.
for
But
sure.
regardless, the man's 3-6. I'm not worried about an MVP. I'm worried about them winning out or at least as many games as possible. I think as low as 10-7. That's as low as I can go. You got to go 10-7.
Yeah.
You got to go 10-7. If they go 10-7, especially with and they're beating division, like if they're beating the Bengals, they're beating the Steelers, and then they lose to say New England and Green Bay. Okay, whatever.
No, you
But
guys have one more loss.
we beat every. What are you talking about?
You guys are 3-6. No, 3-5.
We're 3-5.
I thought
The
you
hell
said
are you talking
6.
about? We're 3-5. Relax,
Hey,
relax.
don't. What the
We're
hell?
three and five. So
What
if
the
we
hell are
lose,
you even?
here's the thing though. A hot Baltimore in December, I don't know what they're gonna look like against New England. So I can't even sit here and be like, well, yeah, right now, yeah, obviously the hot 6-2, whatever, 5-2, 6-2 New England, yeah, they look great. I don't fucking know what they're gonna look
They
like in
don't look
December.
great.
They look
They
all
look
right.
like a team that's won a bunch of bullshit games. Not
I'm not
bullshit,
gonna
but
lie. Drake
shitty.
Drake May being anybody's favorite to win MVP, it's like cool it. It's like you're not
Well,
getting another Tom.
it seems like everyone who's like in the running to be MVP is like a placeholder until Lamar got back. It was like, oh well, Baker Mayfield had a good game. Look, wait, Baker Mayfield scrambled, got a first down, MVP, most valuable, valuable. Everybody's hurt.
Hey,
Everybody's hurt.
hey.
Everyone's
Baker
knees
spent
broken.
like five straight. Baker spent like 5 straight
Yeah,
weeks
well then
being
Baker
rated
had a
trash.
bad game, and everyone went, wait, does Baker suck for real? Is Baker like really
Okay.
bad at football for real?
Well, K. Dot got a first down, but Detroit got the refs to review it 5 times in a row
Yeah,
so they could
exactly.
review,
No, I agree.
whatever the fuck, reverse that shit.
You're
Um, regardless, any anything else I need to say is I think forgotten. Besides, it's just Miami. I can't get too gassed up. I liked what I saw from the defense, though. I definitely loved what I saw from the offense. That offensive line still scares me. I don't know what we're going to do against a true pass rush, but I guess time will tell. We get a 10-day break. Lamar's healthy. The defense is healthy. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. But I know the Ravens are 3-5, and I'm a lot more hopeful than I was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, this is in all actuality, like if last game against the Bears was a game that Tyler Huntley could win, Tyler Huntley probably could have won this game, but you guys are now in a position where, yeah, it's close to win out. Like you said, you can lose 2 games, but um, I mean, I think the division's on lock at 11 or 12 wins. Um, you get to that
Hell
number in
no.
the division.
Sorry. You're saying
Not
it's locked if you get that.
if you
I'm
guys,
sorry. I thought
the
you were
the
saying you
division could be a
need to
lock
get
at
that.
11.
Yes. Okay, I agree. I in my head I'm aiming higher than what you're saying. I'm like, Jesus, that's a lot of wins. But no, you're right. You could probably get 11 this year and be good.
In the North. AFC probably not, but I mean either way, if all goes well, like again, this is you guys have slim margins, but if all goes well, it's about getting into the playoffs. Once you guys get in the playoffs, probably be okay. But until you play the Bills or the Chiefs, so
I'm gonna say, be real. Once we get in the playoffs, it's gonna be the same old Baltimore. But here's the thing: if they can't give me a Super Bowl, this is my Super Bowl right here. Can we fucking win a bunch of games
that'd
in
be
a
cool.
row and make the playoffs after
Yeah,
being 1-5? Sure, there you go. Because at that point, it's like I've endured more joy than I thought I would, a month ago.
that's true.
So,
You already have
uh,
in these past 2 weeks.
yeah, exactly. So if we go on to win, however many games and make the playoffs, boom, I'm good. Season is
Aesthetic.
solidified. And then if we go and win a couple playoff games, all right. But then if we
Mm-hmm.
inevitably, there's a letter in there that I'm not pronounced that I'm not
Inevitably.
inevitably. Good God.
Inevitably.
Give me a break, y'all. It's 2:30 in the morning. Uh, inevitably, dude. Why can I not say it
No, I
right?
think you got it.
How many? Here's a question: how many times have I said it right compared to how many times I said it wrong?
I think you're sitting at about 90% right.
Inevitably
Yeah. But if you
lose.
say it quickly, it's inevitably, which you kind of pronounce more that N. Right now you're saying inevitably, and that's probably sounding
See,
weird to you.
but you're being you're. I'm hearing a B. I'm hearing a B in there.
There's a B in there, I think.
When it's slow, it's like there's a V in there.
Ine-
Like something's there's a pronunciation on this word.
How the fuck do you
What's more
spell that
important in
word?
the middle of that? Either way, the fuckers are gonna lose to the Bills or the Chiefs, and then the season's gonna be over, and I'm gonna have to hear about it all off season about how Lamar can't
Fuckers
win a
just coming
postseason
out of a
game, which is
wall.
fine. What?
Nothing. That's from a thing. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't know if that was like a
I
Kool
had
Aid
an
guy
attack there. It's all
reference.
right.
And
We are gonna have to
gotcha.
Google how to spell that word because
Inevitably,
inevitably there's a B. There's a B in there,
that's what I'm saying.
which you were pronouncing.
I don't know if I don't think I was. I don't think I was pronouncing the B.
Inevitably, yeah, you were.
Inevitably, and inevitably. That doesn't sound right.
Inevitably, it's blee,
That's
blee,
a
blee,
uh,
blee.
inevitably. No, it's not Blee.
Is it V? But there's not two
It's
V's.
Lee.
Inevitable,
Inevitably.
inet, inevitably,
Yes,
inevitably. No, it's
dude.
no. Inevitable is the word. The word is inevitable.
Okay, inevitably.
Exactly. There's a B. It's inevitable is the word.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere.
So like
we're getting
Lamar
we're
Jackson
learning.
playing what Lamar Jackson making the playoffs is inevitable.
Sure,
If healthy.
if healthy, maybe. And the
Or
Ravens don't
like
sell.
Kodak Black smoking crack
No,
is inevitable. Sorry.
all right, moving on.
What's his name? Lawrence Taylor. Smoking crack.
There you
Inevitable.
go, Lawrence Taylor.
Adrian Peterson getting another DUI. Inevitable.
Dude, him versus Paul Pierce in a DUI contest. I don't know who wins.
Marshawn's thrown in
Uh,
there a few times, but
yeah, but I feel like Marshawn's probably gotten away with the most.
Marshawn learned from his. I'm pretty sure he has a driver now. That's a joke, but he probably does because the last time he had a DUI, he was asleep in his car riding on rims, which I think is what Adrian Peterson's last one was. He was asleep in his car when they found him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how many times do you think Marshawn's been pulled over and it's like Marshawn Lynch? Holy shit!
Exactly. Well,
Have a good night.
when they're asleep, they can't be like, "Hey, yeah, just get home safe, buddy." It's like, oh.
Yeah.
He wakes up and he's like, "The fuck are you guys doing here?"
If you're grinding a curb with your car and you're asleep,
Not great.
might be a
No,
problem.
Marshawn was on 4 rims. All 4 tires were blown.
Wow. Why do I not remember this?
I've reminded you multiple times. We have to rewatch the video. It was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. It's hilarious.
All right. Let's predict some games. Devin. All right. Chicago versus Cincinnati. Now the reason I bring this game up is because for some reason, supposedly, and I know it's still going to be a minute from this episode, but Joe Burrow wants to come back by December.
They said December.
The question is, would it even be worth it?
Yes. Well, also, what point? What in December? Like December first week or December
Let's say
the last week?
the first game they play in December will be December 7th.
Which is 4 weeks from now.
Oh,
3 to 4.
5 weeks from now.
5, sure.
5 weeks from now.
What's their record?
Their record is what? 3-5?
3-5.
Here, hold on. Let me put. Where's my
They just
phone
lost.
at?
So they
Where's
two
my
and
phone?
six.
Are those fuckers 2-6? They're 3-5. They're 3-5.
Okay.
Okay, so they're 3-5. You want to hear
Do
their schedule?
so you have 5 games. Yes, I do want to hear the schedule.
Okay. So, obviously they play Chicago. Then they play Pittsburgh. Then they play New England. Then they play Baltimore. Then on December 7th they play Baltimore. They play Baltimore on Thanksgiving. So no chance of Burrow returning that early, even if he did, honestly. And then Buffalo December 7th.
Oh fuck.
and then Baltimore again.
The
Then
Bengals are not making the
Miami,
playoffs.
Arizona, Cleveland.
Yeah, the Bengals aren't making
Sorry.
the playoffs.
Okay, let's look at it logically here. So they're 3-5, right? They play before Joe Burrow returns at least Pittsburgh, New England, and Baltimore. I don't like. It's a stretch to say they go 2-1 in that stretch.
No, it's a stretch to say they go 1-2 in that stretch.
No, I mean if they, I bro, Pittsburgh is dwindling. They're dwindling. they're falling
Well,
apart. I'm
Pittsburgh
saying
is not what they're supposed to be, but by God, are they better than the Bengals?
and then who knows how New England will look? New England is beatable.
New England's beatable, but
New England
again,
is fucking beatable. Myles Garrett had 5 sacks.
yeah, but it didn't mean anything.
No, because it's the Browns. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying though. They are beatable.
Yeah, but guess
You let Micah Parsons get back there 5 times. Jordan Love's gonna take advantage of that shit.
agreed, but guess who is not on the Bengals? Myles Garrett. They have Trey Hendrickson, but Trey Hendrickson isn't getting 5 sacks,
No, or
and they
but
have
still,
nothing
either
else.
way.
So no, they
Um,
lose to New England. I think it would be best case scenario for them to go 2-1. Like whether or not they have a chance by the time Joe gets back. By the time Joe gets back, even if even if he is there, they don't have a chance.
actually, they're playing 4 games. We're forgetting about this Chicago game.
Which is also a toss up.
It is a fucking
This team, all
toss
right,
up, dude.
we have to think about this like realistically. This team, who did they play the first week Joe was there? Was that the Packers?
No, that's when he came in and beat fuck.
Well, Joe came in and
It
beat the
was the
Steelers,
Packers. It was the
but
Packers.
they lost to the Packers and then
Yeah.
Steelers and then lose to the Jets. Granted, on a late comeback, but yeah, I mean, you have the Bears who are developing. Um, I don't have faith in either of these teams. It's kind of a tough, weird pick, but
So the Bengals, even with Joe Burrow, but that's what I'm saying though. So if they lose the next 4 games and they're 3-9, you think it'd be worth Joe Burrow coming back and playing against Buffalo, then Baltimore, and then what? 3 meaningless games against 3 shitty teams: Miami, Arizona, and Cleveland.
fuck no.
Like I don't know. I don't see a world in rushing him. Like I said, here's the issue though. And I'm not a fucking doctor, so I'm sitting here thinking if you try to rush him coming back now, do you get to a point where you have to just see how things go, and then if we get to a point where he could come back, but we're 3-10, so let's not sit him.
Well,
Like
that's the thing. It's like, yeah, do you? I mean, I would say shut him down for the season.
I was
Like
gonna
this,
that's my real question is: do you think there is a time in the next 4 weeks they pull the plug before they even let him try to
yeah,
return?
yeah. I I say they lose. If they lose 3 of the 4 next games, they're pulling the plug for sure. You have to.
Okay. The only counter to that is if the AFC North looks absolutely dreadful.
And yeah, if the Ravens don't perform in the way that they're supposed to, and the Steelers still struggle, then for sure. But if the Ravens perform the way they're supposed to, I think even Joe coming back, saying what they win 2 of 2, or I mean 2 of 4, um, and still have a shot. Like I still don't think that team is good enough
No,
to
especially with
beat
the
the Ravens twice, to beat the Bills, to beat shit.
fuck no.
Well, I mean they can beat the Cardinals and whoever
They
else,
got
but
Pittsburgh. They got Pittsburgh again. They got New England. I mean, it's gonna be a problem. So, I guess the real question is, who's winning Chicago versus Cincinnati? I mean, I'll answer it real swift. Uh, Sorry, that was a Skip Bayless type pun. But DeAndre Swift, I don't think they're gonna be able to stop him.
Uh,
They're not gonna stop him at all. And to be honest with you, this is the type of defense where you probably could put the ball in Caleb's hands and say, "Win it," and he probably will because this defense absolutely blows. I don't think they're gonna be able to jump out into some 30-point lead like they can on like the Jets or whatever.
yeah,
Um, it's probably I don't know. It's probably not like I don't. Here's the thing. I don't know if Chicago necessarily blows the doors off of them and just puts up 40.
no,
Nor do I think the Bengals even come close to doing even anything close to what they did against the Jets. So I mean, it could be something stupid like. Okay, here's the problem. It can't if it stays too close, then it could swing Cincinnati's way. You put the who knows if Joe puts on some clinic in the fourth quarter. The opposite of what he did last game, playing really good for three
yeah,
quarters and then just shitting the bed in the fourth.
yeah,
He just does the opposite and just throws one up to Jamar with a minute left in the game. Who knows? That's it's a fucking toss up. I don't know.
no,
If
it's
Chicago can keep it, they got to keep it close. They can't keep it close. They got to jump out 10-point lead. They need to start hot, and then just let Chicago trail slowly behind, trying to keep up. But you at that point you can just feed Swift, feed
yeah,
whoever you want.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I, I don't have faith in the Bears. However, the Bengals are going to have to play really, really good football. Um, like no, like when they played the Steelers, like it was good football, and they had to, and that game was still close. You play the Jets, it's the worst team in football. You struggled a little bit, and then if you make mistakes, you're destroyed because you have no defense. So, um, yeah, I think Swift can tear him up, and like you said, shit. I mean, as long as Caleb doesn't make stupid mistakes, he'll be more than fine. I want the Bears.
you got to think about it like this: every Caleb Williams game, for the most part this year, at least when they win, and I think we've talked about this before. It's like kind of like it was close to like how Dax played a couple of these games. First couple drives, hot.
Baller.
We're ready
Dave looked.
by the
Jesus Christ! I said Dave. Dak. Dak looked great against the Broncos those first few drives, and then it was like, oh, who
mid
is this
second
fucking guy?
quarter, third quarter.
Yeah,
We're overthrowing everything.
everything.
If we can go up 13, 14 points before we're overthrowing everything, I think Chicago can get it done. I'm gonna have to go with Chicago.
I'm going with Chicago, but I mean, I don't have a ton of faith.
Yeah, no, the faith isn't strong. Houston versus Denver.
I think the way Denver is developing is how Houston was supposed to develop, and I think Denver's only going to develop more this year. I think they'll plateau at some point, but not against Houston.
Denver.
This is what Houston was supposed to be. They're supposed to be a team with a great defense who has a passable offense, solid quarterback, okay run game, but a good defense. Houston doesn't have a good
Well,
defense, and their offense is kind of pooch.
I think the Broncos, I will say, got a little lucky. Or here's the thing: I'm not gonna say lucky, but I think at this point in 2025, you're going in a little blind with what JK is your starter.
Of course.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I think he could. There are plenty of teams where you could have confidence in him being the starter. I didn't know if it was like, oh, well, he's just going to go to Denver and be the guy. And that's me saying whether or not Denver is good enough for him. I'm saying there has to be some type of caveat. There has to be something like there has to be a good O line for J.K. Dobbins to produce. I'm saying
Yeah.
there's a give or take. There's there's the better the running back, maybe the worse the O line could be. Just a little bit worse
Yeah,
the O line could
sure.
be. With
But with
JK,
JK, it's
you really gotta up that O line, and then you gotta hope he's gonna stay healthy. I mean, the
which he
man's done
has
torn
so far.
things, and
But
so he's. But regardless, it's worked out for them. I think it's the Broncos are so every team is so not every team, but so many teams are so weird this year where
every
they'll
team is
they'll
weird.
do what they did. Like you think about what they did against the Giants. In reality, they should not have won that They should not have won that football game.
No, but then you see what they do to the Cowboys.
I mean, but then you think, but the Cowboys have a terrible defense. So do the Giants. The Giant, not even they don't even have a terrible defense. I really like their front eight.
The
I like their D line.
Yeah,
But they give up a lot in the past, and they did that in the fucking fourth quarter of that game and gave up 33 points. And I don't, so I don't really know how good that Denver offense is.
neither do I.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Houston's not gonna be the game we find out how good it is.
But
You're 100% right on that.
I think Denver will be able to show that they do have an offense. It may not show us how good the offense is, but they will score points and have an offense, unlike Houston.
I think this will say, yeah, I think this game will say a lot more about Denver. I think we know who Houston is. Honestly, that win against San Fran last week, San Fran, they're another one of these teams where it's like, dude, one week they look hot,
But they're
and
also
then
banged injury
yeah, well,
wise.
they got what? No Bosa, no Fred Warner over there. I mean, but even for Denver, no
No
Pat
IU.
Surtain, no Pat Surtain for Denver. Is that really gonna make me what? Is that gonna
No.
make my odds swing in Houston's favor?
Who the fuck on Houston needs to be covered by Pat Surtain?
Nico Collins.
Nico can be covered and he'll be okay. It doesn't need to be
Let's
Pat Surtain.
let's not disrespect Nico
I'm not
Collins.
disrespecting, but Pat is there to lock down the best of the best.
Nico is the best receiver
On
for
Houston.
on the Houston Texans roster.
On Houston.
So I mean, yeah, no, I mean he's definitely going to be someone that would be guarded by Pat Surtain. Either way, I think fuck man, I think Denver wins. I think Denver they're going to go 7-2. And I here's my thing. For the past couple weeks, I've been sitting here going, well, the Chiefs, right? They are winning the West. The West was open for a week or two, and now it's closed again. If these fuckers go 7-2,
Back open.
I mean, is there a chance? Is
Open up.
there? Well,
Yeah, there's a chance.
obviously, mathematically speaking, there's a huge chance.
The
But
other teams don't have a chance.
what I'm asking is, in reality, realistically speaking, Kansas City Chiefs in that division, do the Denver Broncos actually have a chance to win this division?
Yes.
Right before the schedule. I say yes. Let's look at the schedule and see. They play Vegas, and this is after Houston. Obviously, they play Houston, then they play Vegas, Kansas City, Washington, Vegas, Green Bay, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Chargers. So Kansas City. Here's the thing: you take Kansas City out of the equation. Okay, Kansas City and Green Bay. Those are three games right there. 2 Kansas City games and a Green Bay game.
It's like they like 10 wins if like base level. Like, I think they beat Vegas. I think they beat Jacksonville. Is Vegas twice?
They beat Vegas twice.
Yeah.
They beat Jacksonville. They beat Washington.
I had Houston beat on there too.
Houston beat, and they beat Washington.
I have Washington as a toss-up. I have the Chargers as a toss-up. I have the.
Then Jacksonville might be a toss-up.
Then Jacksonville might be a toss-up. So
Washington...
9 guaranteed wins, not guaranteed, but close to. And then you've got, I mean, they're probably at least losing one to the Chiefs, probably two. And then the rest of those are all toss-ups. So, yeah, we've seen,
And then what are the Chiefs? 5-3.
I think.
So they're one game behind. They play the Bills, the Broncos, the Colts, the Texans, the Chargers, the Titans, the Broncos, the Raiders. So here, say they split.
Similar.
Say Kansas City and Denver split, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Fucking 6-4, and they're whatever, 8-3. Um, then what? They got the Colts, which I'm not gonna lie, I think they should be. They're probably gonna beat the Colts. Cowboys, Texans, Chargers, toss up, maybe. Titans, easy win. Raiders, easy win. It's this is gonna come down to the fucking wire.
But
I'm not gonna lie.
it's
It might depend on those two games. It might depend on their two head to heads.
for sure. But I mean, if we talk realistically, Patrick Mahomes has never lost this division.
Patrick Mahomes is on pace to be the MVP.
Patrick Mahomes has played 8 seasons. This is his 8th season.
Yes.
He has not lost his division.
Correct.
It's going to take a lot. Like, if it comes down to those 2 games where they go head to head, the Chiefs are probably going to win both of those.
Yeah.
So that would take them out immediately.
It would probably. That's the thing. They have the advantage of being up a game. Well, what? Oh, well, fuck that. Right. Well, I guess right now, because of the bye weeks and shit, they're separated and games played. So eventually, it'll be a 1-game difference. But I do think if it's a close race all the way to the end, and they play what, second to last? They play the second to last week of the season. That might be the deciding factor right there.
Yeah.
It might even spill over into the last week where, Kansas City, I believe, gets to play Vegas week 18, and then Denver has to play the Chargers week 18, who the Chargers might be fighting for a spot.
Yeah.
At that point,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
They still might be fighting for a playoff spot. The AFC's, there's a lot of teams pushing. There's a lot of teams, kind of like the NFC as well. There's a lot of teams pushing right now. Everything is close.
Yeah.
But give me Denver.
Yeah, it's a long-winded answer to get Denver.
I
think Denver, for me at least, was a lock. It's just a matter of what their odds of the division are, which are not none.
Yeah.
Slim.
Will Denver win the division was a way more interesting question than are they going to beat the Houston Texans?
They will.
Because yes,
on a good day,
they will beat the Houston Texans. Indianapolis versus Pittsburgh.
Indy should spank. They have no answer for Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor will continue to destroy that defense. Offensively, don't see it for the Steelers. The Colts defense has looked more than good enough to stop that defense or stop that offense. In a normal world, in a world where like this isn't the Vikings from last year, I would expect to see some weakness show in this Colts team, but I don't think this is the week. Like, we waited all of last year to see the Vikings play bad, and it wasn't until the playoffs.
The Colts. Man. Is there not a world where maybe it's not this one, but is there not a world where maybe the Steelers find a way Because look, game plan or not, Josh Jacobs had a quiet night versus the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
They had a backup. They had a rookie in
And
there
Tucker
who.
Kraft had 150 fucking yards.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's almost as if Jordan Love chose to just go out there and be an absolute animal.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna push this bitch downfield.
We're just gonna
Maybe if they
fucking put it right on
I'm saying
Jalen Ramsey.
maybe if they wanted to go in there and just pound that rock fucking 40 times and Josh Jacobs has 150 yards, maybe it could have happened. I don't know. What I'm saying is if there's a world where they possibly find a way to contain Jonathan Taylor, give a little problem up front, maybe they just cause some type of disruption in the run game and put the ball in Daniel Jones' hands. I'm not gonna say like they did in the Rams game, but like you look at the Rams game, it's like why they lose? Oh, because Daniel Jones threw a fucking pick.
Yeah, exactly.
First turnover of the damn season. It's because he had to win the game. The game was in his hands. If you put the game in his hands with this Steelers team, who we talked about this inevitable word, who are inevitably going to have a winning season, at least just based off fucking history, it's Mike Tomlin's Steelers. And they know after this win on Thursday that there are some teams in the AFC North that are on their fucking ass for this division. Is it a gimme? Like, is this game a gimme? Is it like, oh yeah, fucking Colts? Like, because you kind of said, well, Colts
no,
should
and
stop them.
Well, I don't think any of the Colts games are gimmies, only because they really haven't. Like, people are like, oh, they beat the Chargers. Well, the Chargers was their first test. It wasn't the final exam. It was a test. This is another test. Like, they're not playing the Dolphins or the Titans or the Jags, so this is a test. I don't think that the Steelers have enough offense. Like, for as bad as Daniel Jones could be if the ball is in his hands, I don't think the Steelers have enough offense.
I mean,
I'm taking the Colts, but I don't.
I'm on the fence. And I don't know why.
I
don't know what it is.
Sit on it.
Huh? I'm on the fence, and maybe for some reason I just keep thinking, oh, it's Aaron Rodgers, and maybe he doesn't go out there and have a good game, and maybe they do keep it close, but I can't go against something I haven't seen yet, which is what the Colts just. The Colts just don't play like the 7-1 team they've been playing like all year. It's like same thing you said for the Vikings. It's like we were waiting all year for them to do that shit that they were supposed to do in the regular season and that they did in the postseason. We were waiting for something. We were banking on something that we haven't seen, and it's like, well, I mean, I can't really do that yet for the Colts. When we've seen the Steelers lose to, we've seen them lose to the Steelers. We've seen them beat who? We've seen them beat the Browns. We've seen them beat they beat the Patriots. That's cool. They beat the Vikings, which, I mean, looking back on it now, is it that impressive? Not really. They beat the Jets, I believe. Did they beat the Jets?
They did.
Did they play the Jets? I think they played the Jets.
Yeah, because Aaron said that one feels sweet. That one feels good.
Oh, that was week 1. They barely beat the Jets.
Yeah, well, guess what, Aaron? How did it feel to lose to the team that you left 3 years ago?
Yeah, I gotta go Colts. I'll go Colts. Fuck it.
But
give me Colts.
It's not a foregone conclusion.
It's not. And maybe my superstition is correct. Kansas City versus Buffalo.
That's this week?
4:25.
Damn.
4 o'clock. Not even prime time.
Damn.
How do you not know that Buffalo and Chicago? How do you not know that Buffalo and Kansas City are playing this week?
Well, I heard talk about it, but I didn't think that it was. I would have figured it was prime time.
Oh
How do you
no.
not flex
Oh
that
no,
game?
because we have to see Washington play another primetime game.
Yeah, Washington, Seattle.
We have to see that in prime time. If it's not a prime time slot, it's not a Commanders game.
Why don't you shut up?
Anyways, because for some reason, fucking Rookie of the Year
For
gets
some
all
reason,
the
the
fucking
Vikings and
primetime
the
games this year.
Commanders have like a billion primetime games.
Why?
Well, because we won 26 games together combined last year.
Interesting.
It's a
All
lot
right.
of games.
Well, we'll get to that game in a second because I got a couple fucking things to say about that game. But Buffalo and Kansas City. Who's winning? I mean, it's in Buffalo, if that matters.
A smidge.
I don't think it does.
For me, I'm sticking to my thoughts on the Kansas City Chiefs, which they're going to keep getting better. I think as long as you keep the ball away from Travis Kelce, fucking running tip drill bullshit, they'll be okay. Noah Gray's been a good option, but Rashi looks good. They're able to spread the ball to Hollywood and Marquise and Xavier. So they've been able to spread the ball really well. My problem with the Bills is that they this year at least they've been very reliant on James Cook. The front of that Chiefs defense is meant to stop James Cook, so I don't think they're stopping James Cook, but I think there's a holding of James Cook where, yes, it sounds stupid, but you're forcing the ball into Josh Allen, but they haven't thrown the ball that much this year. They haven't thrown the ball ultra efficiently.
Well, shit. Steve Smith, he said Keon Coleman isn't the guy.
Apparently, because he's probably
He
not.
just said
But
that.
when you've got, and also the other thing with the Bills and how Josh is the MVP of all MVPs and no one could ever touch him. When your best receiver, yes, we're getting back, Bills fans, we're getting back into talking about like how good the Bills team could be. When your best receiver leads the league in yards after catch, the quarterback didn't do that at all. So like I'm pretty sure he had last game he had more yards after the catch than he did yards. Which makes sense in some way. I'm not sure
Which
how, but
is well, I mean, theoretically, that
if you
it
caught a
could make
ball
sense. Could it? I mean, it
behind, but either way,
depends.
they're gonna have to force the ball throwing wise. And yeah, the Chiefs are just getting better and better. But it's gonna be a classic game.
Apparently, yeah. Well, you're right. It probably is. I mean, hopefully it's a classic game. Oh, I hope it's 425 slot. I think they're probably gonna have Brady on that bitch commentating.
For sure.
If it is NBC game of the week or Fox game of the week, I think.
Now it'll be CBS.
Will it? Will it be? Let me make sure.
It's no, it's
I'm just no. I'm curious to see who's commentating that game.
it,
Or who? So probably Romo.
it's AFC.
I fucking got you. I want to know who's
Not
commentating the
Tom
game.
Brady.
I know. I just said Romo. I just said Tony Romo's
Tony.
name. I said, is it? It could probably be Tony Romo. Yeah, probably Tony in the.
And Tony's gonna be like,
Either
"Hey, when
way,
you see Josh Allen throw a football."
no, I mean he's gonna be dick riding both quarterbacks the entire game, drawing all over the fucking screen. But they're saying Keon Coleman's not the guy. I'm surprised because they were in our comments last season telling us how much him and Khalil Shakur were the fucking guys.
Yeah.
And how they were absolutely loaded, but at the same time needed Josh Allen to become Jesus Allen in order to win football games. This year you got Jesus Cook, But
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing we've seen the last couple of weeks from Josh Allen is even when they weren't relying on James Cook, like for instance, the New England game, where they were just contained, like the way that they were containing Josh Allen, it was more of a like a passive pass rush, where it's like we're gonna force you out of the pocket, make you uncomfortable, make sure everything downfield is covered, and just hey, fuck, we'll give you all the time in the world and let you run around and try to figure it out. Eventually, you're gonna have to throw this bitch away, or just check down something. Regardless, the way that he's been contained, I can't imagine a world where at least the Chiefs team that it's kind of getting hot is going to go in there. I mean, what fucking Spagnuolo running that defense? You think they're gonna not figure out how to contain? Like you said, they're going to probably be able to stop James Cook. I'm not gonna
Not
lie,
stop,
with
but
that
not stop,
front
but
eight, that
slow.
defensive
Slow him
line,
down.
slow him down enough to make Josh Allen drop back and throw that bitch.
No, of course.
And like you said, I mean, in order for this to be a classic game, Josh Allen's going to make plays. Josh Allen's going to have to put that bitch downfield, and it's going to have to, he's going to have to execute. At the same time, I think that this might be a similar situation with New England or some other games where maybe Josh Allen just gets contained, and maybe Josh Allen is running around that backfield, and these receivers aren't the guys. Maybe that is the true problem. These receivers might suck, and Josh Allen might need a little more help. Which here's the thing. There is nothing wrong with admitting that. There was a time where I was begging Baltimore to get somebody, but they just never did it. And then, we just won multiple MVPs either way, but
yes,
that's besides the point. I think getting Josh Allen help, like that's not like Josh Allen used to have Stephon fucking Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not a problem. It was like, well, he has Diggs. It's like, no, they have each other. Like, this is a great duo.
What's funny is that
fantastic.
They lost Diggs. Josh wins MVP. But it's also like the first year that Josh didn't throw 18 picks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the chicken or the egg. Was it Steph or was it? I don't know. But yeah, like Josh, his less picks coincided with him losing all good players on his team. But yeah, I mean, hopefully their option at receiver, if they do try to find an improvement, isn't like Amari Cooper. Like for you guys, like you were dead honest and dead right about like, oh no, DeAndre Hopkins is not the answer in Baltimore, and he never will be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe finding him actual help, but or just rocking with this team. But no, I mean, I have the Chiefs. I think I don't want to say it's their game to lose, but they're the better football team right now.
Kansas City is. I also believe Kansas City will win this football game. All right, Devin. Well, Devin, here you go. You get another primetime game. Seattle versus Washington. Which, isn't it funny? Isn't it like weird how Jayden Daniels a week ago pulls a hamstring, or 2 weeks ago pulls a hammy, and then now, after just missing a game,
it's good to go.
Is set to return. I don't know. Maybe his body's just better, a quick healer. Who knows? Who knows what it is? But it's just he's back already, which is nice, which is great. Good for y'all. It's fantastic.
Granted, he's a full practice participant, which could mean that he's a limited practice participant.
Yes, but here's the problem. You guys aren't the Baltimore Ravens, who are going to, at some point, get fined for lying.
Yeah.
On our, which is crazy because so many teams lie, and the Ravens are the ones that are getting talked about right now. They're like, well, they lied about Lamar.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
I can't
sense.
believe it.
I
It's
mean,
like,
all they had to do was just not be so stupid. But either way, I mean, yeah, Jayden's back. But, I mean, you say it like, oh, well, Lamar took a long time to recover from his injury. Lamar's fine, though. Like, Lamar's good to go. Like, what percentage? Like, Lamar's 100%. What percent is Jayden at? He's still dealing with a knee injury. He still has a knee brace on. Whether or not he's recovered or not, and it's just precautionary, he still has a knee brace, which he shouldn't. Plus, recovering from a hamstring injury. So, what percentage he's at, I'm not sure. I don't think we need. I think Mariota has a better chance of beating a Seattle team than he does a Chiefs team, but it'd be nice to have Jayden back. Issue with that is now Terry's out because he re-injured. Same thing that he was trying to recover from because he wanted to get back on the field to prove that he's worth some money, which he has not been. So Debo's still healthy for whatever that's worth. Zach Ertz is probably our best target. Klasky Merritt is going to have to put together some work, but the Seattle defense scares me a little bit. The offense not so much, but and Jackson and Smith. I said in Smith. Jackson Smith and Jigba has played well. Leading the league.
well, yeah. Who's gonna guard him? Who's covering him?
Were you telling me Marshawn Lattimore can't guard him? Also,
No, I'm telling you.
Did I talk about Lattimore's pick and how?
No.
Like, yeah, he picked off Mahomes, but guess what? If he didn't catch that football, there would be a big issue. He turned around and there's a football in his chest.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, "Whoa, what? Now you want to bench Marshawn Lattimore?" Like, yeah, he still sucks. He's still old. He's still a waste of our time. A ball hit him in the chest and he caught it. Congratulations.
Here's the big difference, though, Devin. I have multiple DBs on my team right now
Who wouldn't be able to catch that football?
Would have dropped that football. So, with that being said, I mean, I feel you on terms of having a bad corner, but at least they can catch a football that's thrown directly to them.
It's true, but at least Nate Wiggins can cover somebody.
Nate Wiggins is great, but when it comes to Marlon or Kyle Hamilton or fuck it, now Roquan Smith, add him to the list. If the ball is thrown directly to them, they completely forget how to play
Everything
football.
Is shock. If it hits them, they freak.
Yeah, except for Kyle. Kyle will attack a pass and still just fucking drop it. Just no reason at all. But regardless, with that being said, Jayden Daniels returning with Washington. Here's the question:
these guys gotta start hanging out with the Kardashians, working on their fucking ball skills. Dreadful out here.
Is this game like do or die? Like, what do y'all 3-5
for Washington? Yeah, this is pretty do or die for us. I think it's not do or die, but if we lose to Seattle, it's not a good marker for how the rest of the season will go. Now, it's a game we can lose, and it's a game that we can recover from, but it's a game that I would prefer to win.
I don't know. If y'all go 3-6, especially the way this NFC is looking, it's going to be I don't know.
That's a tough road.
Yeah, I don't know who y'all are jumping. Because you got to think, like we said, we talked about it a couple episodes. I mean, Philly twice still. Dallas. Have y'all played Dallas once? Dallas again. Y'all got some teams. Y'all got some games. Did y'all play? Wait, do y'all have Green Bay?
We haven't played them yet.
But do y'all play Green Bay?
Maybe. I mean, I
Do y'all
think we're
play
playing the
Detroit as
North.
well? Do y'all play the NFC North?
I think so.
Who the fuck do y'all? Let's just pull. I want to pull it up. I just want to make sure because I know y'all's division. Y'all's. Oh my god, y'all's schedule is rough. Lions after the Seahawks game. Lions. Yeah, let me turn this down. Lions, Seahawks, Dolphins. Then y'all get a bye week. Broncos, Vikings, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles.
Fuck. Here's my problem. What if Jayden gets hurt this game or tweaks himself again? Now we don't have him against the Lions, and now we're fucked.
You call it.
You call it.
You call it. You have to. Y'all are 3-5 right now. Okay, so y'all are 3-5. You got the NFC North, who at least 2 teams are going in. At least Giants and Packers are shoo-in. Eagles for sure. Only 1 team from the South, so you might get lucky there. Bucks. At least 2 teams from the West. I mean, you got Rams, Seahawks, and 49ers all with 5 wins.
Yeah, I don't think
Eagles,
there's going to
6
be a wild
wins.
card from the East.
Yeah, so I'm looking at Eagles. Let's just call it Eagles, Packers, Bucks, Seahawks, and then I think Rams is for sure. Lions would be a for sure. That leaves one. That leaves one spot. I'm looking at. I don't know how Dallas is gonna look. I have no clue how Dallas is gonna look. I don't know how Minnesota, I don't think Minnesota or
You sound like a
Chicago. I'm
real
gonna sit there and
pessimist right now, man.
I'm not gonna put them over y'all, but I'm not gonna.
You sound like you're
I'm not gonna.
jacking my
I don't know.
swag right now, man. You know what I'm about?
And then
I'm about winning.
Even the Niners, Devin, even the Niners, might be pushing for that 7th spot. So it's gonna be trouble. And having the Lions, the Vikings, the fucking
Are you sure this
Eagles
wasn't the year
twice.
where they expand the playoffs to 32 teams? I thought that's what the thought was this year. I think they said 32 teams.
Oh fuck. No, it's not. It's not. Unfortunately. So 3-5. Jayden Daniels returning. Are y'all gonna beat the Seattle Seahawks?
I would hope so, but I don't have a ton of hope.
So
Like
your
this is
prediction?
a half a fan pick. Like this is a pick with a bit of a fan boost. Like I would still pick the Commanders, but it's got some fan boost to it.
So you're picking Washington.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I'm not gonna pick Washington.
That's fair.
I mean we kind of touched on it, but yeah, no, JSN. Who the fuck's guarding him? 1-2 punch in the backfield. Sure, I'll take it. I mean Sam Darnold has been good enough. I don't know how you want to put. He's been good enough. I guess we'll have to wait and see later in the season how things go for Sam Darnold and the Seahawks because we were pretty down on them. And then I mean, fuck what that entire offense. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some problems. There's gonna be some problems on the defense side of the ball. Jayden Daniels. I mean, if he comes back healthy and y'all can figure it out on the offensive side of the ball and keep it close, and yeah, it's a game. I mean, it's Sunday Night Football. It's in Washington. Who knows what happens?
Yeah.
But or what's gonna happen? But I'm gonna have to go with Seattle. I'm gonna have to go with Seattle. All right. Just to go over the rest of the games, get these predictions in, Devin. We got Atlanta versus New England.
New England.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. I'm gonna go with New England as well. We got Carolina versus Green Bay.
Shouldn't be close.
Shouldn't be close at all. You got the Chargers versus the Titans.
Should not be close.
Shouldn't be close either. You got Minnesota versus Detroit.
Should not be close.
I'm not gonna lie, it's Detroit by
Last
a
year it should have
mile.
been close. JJ's back. Carson Wentz is out for the season. They're going to destroy JJ.
Yeah. This is JJ's return, and here's the thing. I think JJ is obviously the answer for the future, but if you kind of look at those
He's not
first
the
two
answer.
games
He's an
JJ
option.
played, well, I mean, if you right now know who's going to be your starting quarterback next year, he's pretty much the answer for now.
For now, for the
You know what I
near
mean?
future,
Like
yes.
they know who is going to start for them week 1 next year.
Yes.
It's him. So I mean, he kind of is the answer, at least for now. Like I said, for now he is the answer. But I mean, it's not like he had a lot of struggles, especially in that game against Atlanta earlier this season. So I mean, maybe he develops, but I don't think this first game returning from injury versus Detroit's going to be the game where he I don't know, goes crazy. That's just not. That's not. I don't want to gas up Jackson Dart, but I don't think he comes in and has some Jackson Dart type of performance or comeback. I think Detroit wins that game pretty easily. San Fran versus the New York Giants.
San Fran, for as banged up as they are, the banged up Giants aren't going to do anything.
We'll have to agree on that. Jacksonville versus Vegas.
I mean, similarly to the Colts, I think Vegas at some point this year will have to show that they're a team that's good enough to be in the NFL. So maybe they'll win a game at some point. I don't think it'll be this one, but could be. But I have Jacksonville.
Yeah, no, Vegas sucks. Vegas isn't good at all. There's no proving that they're good this year.
I'm not saying good. I'm saying like should still be one of 32 teams.
They'll be one of 32 teams, but they're going to be one easy win for all 31 other teams because they're not beating Jacksonville. New Orleans versus the Los Angeles Rams. That's
Tyler Slough's started, so
yeah, probably for a game or two maybe. Then he'll go right back to bench, the bench, the sideline, whatever you want to call it. There's no way he's finishes the year as a starter.
Kellen Moore is like a prime example of like smart
letting
people.
Your 5-year-old babysit your 2-year-old while your 2-year-old babysits your cat.
Yep. Yes. But
sorry, I didn't mean to cut your joke off. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I mean, I don't have a joke. I just have Kellen Moore is a prime example that yes, smart people are smart. Doesn't mean that they can do jobs.
What do you mean?
Like offensive coordinator, a smart person can do that. Head coach is for someone who's yes smart, but they have other stuff. Like Kellen Moore is a book guy. He's head in the books. Oh yeah. I think Tyler Slough's our guy. This is really important for us. You're the Saints. No one gives a fuck. Don't even speak. Don't even do media. No one cares. Go be an OC somewhere. You're not cut out to be a head coach. You're a part of one of the worst organizations in football right now.
Well, you definitely don't have to be a genius to be a head coach. And I hate to keep going back on it, but you look at John Harbaugh, right? I've genuinely never seen John Harbaugh, and I'm being honest. This is not me hating. This is me on some eye-opening shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen John Harbaugh. We've seen every head coach on every level, at least for 1 second, maybe one clip somewhere at some point in their career, like break down a play or like watch film or like don't get me wrong. I'm sure, yes, John
I'm
Harbaugh knows the game of football. He knows the
guarantee
ins
he
and outs, the
knows the
X's and
game.
O's.
Yes.
He watches film. But I'm saying, like, why do we never get like a capture of like John Harbaugh in his genius, like what breaking down
And
film or
we don't hear like former
discussing just
players like Harbaugh just knew
no.
everything before it was even there. It's like I
It's
never
just
hear a lick
it
about
was
Harbaugh's coaching.
when it comes to no, it was how great John Harbaugh is as like a guy.
As a
Like,
leader,
man, I
yeah.
love John. It's like, yeah, it's like he knows how to motivate guys, I guess. Yeah, he can motivate guys
See, but
sometimes.
that's
It depends.
kind of a lot of being a head coach, especially one who doesn't call plays.
But okay, but here's the thing though, like, and not
Like, when
everybody's
was the last time
Belichick or
John
whatever,
Harbaugh
but like
called a
you
play?
look at probably I'll tell you the next time will be probably Thanksgiving in his backyard with his family. Try to draw it up on his hand,
Exactly.
maybe. I don't
Drawing
know,
it on the back of a football.
for the
hand.
NFL,
Hey, buddy. Yeah, in the NFL.
calling a play in the NFL. Last time went for 2 when he does that.
Yep.
That's like one decision he might make.
You know,
maybe.
all those times
go
when
for
that
2.
didn't work? Like when Mark Andrews dropped it.
You know what though? I'm not. I was trying to troll, but I'm wrong because when he says go for 2, he goes Todd Monken, figure it out. We're going for 2.
And Todd goes, I'm going to run the dumbest fucking play I've ever seen. You know that thing we practiced once? Let me run that fucking thing. Hey, yo, why don't we direct snap it to Derrick Henry, who's going to pitch it to Lamar, and then Lamar's going to throw it back to Derrick, and then you can try to run from there.
It's a 1-2 punch from hell. You got John Harbaugh, who's like, we're going to go for it. All right. And then they're like, okay, cool. And then Todd Monken calls the worst play ever. Then when it's like the perfect opportunity to go for it. All right, punt team, let's bring them out there.
Yeah.
It's like it's just in terms of when you should go for it and what we decide to call when we go for it. These fuckers just
it's bad.
They can't get it done.
It's like they see that Amazon analytic meter and they go opposite, do the opposite. Analytics aren't right. Fuck.
Exactly. But that's what I mean. Like, have you seen John Harbaugh break down film? I'm talking 1% of what you've seen John Gruden do on social media.
No, I haven't
1%.
I haven't seen anything
1%.
Harbaugh on social media. So whether or not he's the most valuable person to this team, I'm not sure. But I don't know. Like, all right, I'll leave it at this. Matt Patricia and Josh McDaniels are 2 terrible head coaches. They look really great when they're working for Bill Belichick. Mike McDonald was a defensive coordinator who left and is now the head coach of a good football team.
Right.
And Zach Orr looks like an idiot. So how much of this is up to John Harbaugh and how much of this is based on how good a DC or an OC is? Like Wink Martindale was
John
good.
Harbaugh is he's a mascot.
I agree.
He's a mascot.
Sure.
Final game though. We Arizona and Dallas.
Dallas needs a bounce back. And Arizona is poverty, but again, sometimes shocking. Sometimes they'll come out and play a good game.
Look, Dallas should and probably will win this game, right? But these fuckers have lost to the Jets. These fuckers have lost to the Panthers. They are not a team. They lost to Chicago.
They did not lose to the
Jets.
To
Chicago? Say that again?
You said the Jets.
They beat the Jets, lost to Chicago.
Did they lose to Chicago?
Who the fuck did they beat? Who they beat?
They tied the Packers.
They tied the. They got 3 wins. Where the fuck did they come from?
Are they 3-3-1?
We go over it. They lost to the Panthers. They lost to the Bears. They beat the Jets. Okay, they beat the Jets. They lost to the Panthers. They lost to the Bears. They can lose to some. They can lose to some dog shit. They can lose to some dog shit teams. They can lose.
They can.
Now is Jacob what is this going to be? Jacoby Brissett? I don't know if it's Jacoby Brissett.
If it
Kyler
is,
Murray,
there's a higher chance.
I don't know if Kyler Murray's. Let's see. Is Kyler Murray set to start versus Cowboys? Okay, preparing to start.
Cowboys done.
For sure.
Like a million
no
percent.
question.
Like 0 questions.
Okay. I mean, I'm also gonna agree and say Dallas, but I mean, don't be surprised. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
We're here next episode.
It's Kyler.
Wrapping up Monday Night Football, and we're talking about how Arizona just put up 34 against Dallas, and because their fucking defense sucks. Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
But I think I think we've discussed everything we can, Devin. We predicted all of Week 9. We discussed Lamar's return to Baltimore, or I guess to Miami, Thursday Night Football. Is there anything you need to get off your chest before we get out of here?
Watch the World Series tomorrow night on Halloween. The Blue Jays have the chance to clinch on Halloween night, so good for them. If not, it goes to Game 7.
If not, it goes to Game 7. There you go. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. We will be back on Tuesday to discuss all of Week 9 football, every single one of these games, whatever the fuck goes down. We will discuss it. Predicting Thursday Night Football for Week 10. Who knows? Maybe the NBA. I mean, there was some things that could have been discussed, but I'm just gonna let the NBA keep cooking. Let it sit in the crock pot. Let it simmer, and see how it looks in a few more days. But with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.